It's not the way to start a drive.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Throw left side, complete. That's sharp. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, report. UAA. 13. You.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson.
And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now Lamar changing the play.
Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Jackson now. And he's got it.
And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not.
So, Charles, they wanted 7 on that opening drive. They didn't want to settle for a field goal.
Felt like a tone setter. You know, that's what they were looking for because a lot of teams, they'll march it downfield, and when they kick the field goal, it almost feels disappointing, doesn't it? You have a nice drive. I think this team decided, guess what? No matter what, we're going for the 6, trying to put those points on the board and set them back on their heels.
But unfortunately, that mentality did not work out. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
Right back to Genty on first down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
43 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement.
46-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll go again with Genty.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the give, Genty.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Given 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, go!
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
4th down and 1.
60 average, 60 average.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Here's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 54 yards.
And the Ravens are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
2nd and 9.
Here we go, Cook 19, Cougar 19.
They'll drop the throw.
Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. 54 yards.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Now 3rd down and 7. Jackson going to change things up a bit.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time.
No, we changed it.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st down, it's Genty.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Okay, ready? Cowboy 80. Come on. 18 Cardinal. Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Cowboy 80.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown Raiders.
Brian Thomas
from 10 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
First down, here's Mitchell.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
10 yards on
now Jackson.
It's second and inches.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Simmons. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Mitchell will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Here's second and 8.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 8.
70 Rangers.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. after that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
18 Rattler.
They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Raiders.
A run straight ahead with Genty.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
2nd and 16.
Cut 19. Let's go. 19, 18.
He'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Sharp. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Yo. There's it on. Get up. Run in. There's it. Hey. No. Hey. Sit up.
Play action. Now Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Jackson to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Jackson. Caught left side Hopkins. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Jackson going to keep it.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would.
This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
55 yards.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
partner. They're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Hey. Go ahead.
Now it's Jackson. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yeah, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Hey.
To throw is Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll run on 1st down. Gabriel. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is right there. It's good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Alexander.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
On 3rd down, Gabriel. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second and 10.
Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Simmons.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Jackson now. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
At the 24-yard line.
Change it. Middle.
Jackson going to keep it.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Yeah. No. You. Go. Hey, middle. Hey. Sit up.
Here's Jackson. And the Raiders have got him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
3rd down.
Hey. You ain't.
Back to throw. Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 42 yards.
And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Ravens 28.
Boy, it's only a one-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
60 Vikings, 60 Cougar Knights.
Going quickly here to Thomas. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
They'll drop the throw. That is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A handoff from Mitchell running left.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Mitchell.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 11-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
No, we changed it. Middle. Got it. Let it shot. Hey. Let it shot. Hey, Ozzy. You. Set up.
Looking to throw. Jackson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, report.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Hey, sit on. Go. Ready, shot.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Raiders 31.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Here's Mahomes, his first throw since coming in. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
After the interception, here's Jackson. From the left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
22-yard line.
Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
42. Raiders 31.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter. That was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in the blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it. They've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he goes touchdown. The Ravens able to get to him. The Raiders on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Mahomes will do it himself.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Working downfield. He's got Thornton.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
Pass complete right side to Bowers.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making it really...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Ashton Jeanty,
24 yards.
And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here. Mahomes will throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
Middle. UAA. Report. Cut.
Now Jackson throwing to start the drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
And that's the knowledge he gained from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And got his man complete.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Ravens are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Raiders 39.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Raider first down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Alexander. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down. A gain of 13 yards.
Mahomes going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Now Jackson going to shift him around.
At the 22-yard line.
You change it. Hey, Ozzy, sit up. What is it? You at A. What is it?
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Middle. Change it.
To throw is Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides. Look at him go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
46. Cam Little to kick off.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on second.
Here's second down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's first and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
They'll come up now. This is second and long. Mahomes. And Mahomes will do it himself.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Here's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
Mahomes will throw. Mahomes will do it himself. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Mahomes.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.